We're tired of watching Trustee Kenya Peraza get singled out and criticized over how she voted. If you were absent because you were too busy campaigning for higher political office, then maybe the question shouldn't be why did Kenya vote that? Why did Kenya vote that way? Maybe the question should be why weren't you there? Stop pretending Kenya has a crystal ball. She cannot magically know the condition of every playground, facility, or campus if she is not being shown. Trustees can only work with the information they receive. If there are concerns about facilities, the district leadership has a responsibility to provide transparency and access before expecting trustees to make perfect decisions. What I find frustrating is seeing Antonio Martinez attack her after the fact, instead of taking responsibility for being absent. His chest starts puffing out and he starts raising his voice after we leave, and he feels the need to try to belittle her. It says way more about him as a man. Do you want men who don't respect women? I don't. I find it hard to listen to Antonio Martinez lectures about safety. Let's not forget public records request determined he lied about parents opposing safety cameras. He has opposed cameras from day one. Parents have been asking for cameras in common areas, just like any other district. Working cameras, common areas, that's it. You can't claim student safety while opposing measures that parents believe would help protect students and provide accountability. Parents want to know what happened. Parents want transparency. Parents want confidence that concerns won't simply be brushed aside. And what I find truly outrageous, Mr. Martinez, is that after 14 years in power, we are still dealing with your same political games, the same finger pointing, and the same attempts to divide people instead of solving problems. Our students, families, and staff deserve way better than that. I find it hard for voters to trust you with District 8 because leadership starts here. It starts with respecting fellow trustees, even when you disagree with them. And it starts with putting students before your political games. To our 3 board members whose seats are up for election in November, know that parents, we are organized, we are engaged, and we are no longer going to sit quietly while decisions are made without accountability. The community will decide what kind of leadership it wants moving forward, and many of us are ready for a new direction, one built on transparency, collaboration, and respect for families. And to our amazing teachers, classified staff, support staff, and everyone working through this district, this message is not against you. In fact, many of us are fighting for a district that better supports you too. The change we are calling for are not about tearing people down. They are about building something better. A district where students come first, a district where staffs are respected, a district where parents are heard, a district where accountability and transparency are the standard, not the exception. For those who show up every day and do the hard work for our children, we stand with you. We're ready for change.
Thank you. Now we have Alice de la Torre.
Good evening, Board President Agnes Lopez and board members and Dr. Potter. I'm here on behalf of the Women's Club to share that we finalized giving out our awards. We're happy to share that we gave 19 Vista Del Mar our incentive awards, which started in the year 2000 when San Isidro High School hadn't been built. And we decided to do something you could call a mini scholarship. The students had to write an essay, they had to get a letter of recommendation from the teacher, and then we read all the essays, and we selected and we gave them a letter and a $100 bill. We've always done the $100 bills. And this year we gave 19 $100 bills, and also we gave some little teddy bears. And one of the young ladies did not get her teddy bear because this teddy bear fell out of the basket. It was in my car. So I bring the teddy bear, and we give the teddy bears now as kind of we say, we also do teddy bears. As you know, we do teddy bears, and we're gonna have our teddy bear event. And this is kind of a little memento that, remember, we do teddy bears as well. And also there's a little letter there telling her that we're sorry that she didn't get a teddy bear. She's the last girl, I think her name is Irene Salgado. And you said you're gonna take it to her, so I have a little note here, and I put a little a little token, little money token. So she can remember, she was a good sport, and she didn't cry or say, how come I missed, everyone got a teddy bear, so this one little girl, so it takes some time to wait, so she's gonna get her teddy bear. So that's all I wanted to say, that we had a wonderful event, and we gave out, $1,900 bills, and, we're gonna do it again, and this is will be in perpetuity, this is part of the endowment. The endowment started for scholarships, high school, and also is built into the endowment. That's it. So,
Thank you, Alice.
she's gonna give her a little-
Es que no quiero quitarlo.
All right, that's it, thank you.
So now we have Pablo sign, correct?
Buonasera a tutti. As we celebrate Juneteenth tomorrow, we celebrate freedom. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom is not merely a word in a history book. It is the ongoing struggle to ensure that every person is treated with dignity, has a voice, and has the opportunity to pursue a better life. At a time when many people feel marginalized by this federal administration, when immigrants and refugees are often portrayed as problems rather than human beings, Juneteenth reminds us that freedom belongs to everyone. As an author, as a former journalist, poet, and a student of history, I have spent many years studying the civil rights movement, the Chicano movement, and the labor movement. A common thread that runs through all of us, ordinary people demanding to be seen, heard, and treated as equals. I know this personally. I immigrated to the US as a child from Sinaloa, and I grew up in the immigrant city of Huntington Park in LA County. My story is not very different from the story of the families of you sitting up here. Board President Irene Lopez's family came to San Isidro and was a pioneer here, where she attended Sunset Elementary, when most of the land here was fields and ranches. Boys Vice President Senator Rosario probably was born in Colonia Pancho Villa in Tijuana and immigrated as a baby to East LA near Huntington Park and grew up to become California Teacher of the Year. Board Clerk Martin Arias also comes from an immigrant family and is the first one in his family to graduate from college. Part of board member Antonio Martinez's family comes from Sinaloa like me, and he grew up in San Isidro, graduated from the University of Pennsylvania, and came back to his community to serve. And Dr. Potter's family is a melting pot with a great legacy in our community. Part Filipino on her mom's side, her dad founded many schools, one of them, San Isidro Adult School. And her husband, mi tocayo, was born in Japan. Miss Adriansen's Lolo and Lola came from the Philippines and raised a family in National City. And Mr. Jorquez was born in San Diego County and grew up on both sides of the border. And Mr. Rusiaga grew up in San Isidro, where his dear mother still attends church here. 80 years ago, many of us may not have been sitting here in this boardroom, serving our students and our community. And as we celebrate Juneteenth, let us recommend ourselves to be the ideals that generations before us fought to secure. Grazie.
Thank you, Pablo. Mr. Brendan Plasencia.
Hello, board. As we sit here and we talk and we look at the budget this evening, do want to remind you, we are having, the consequences of prior decisions that we've made. This article here says Finch revises San Ysidro School District's outlook to negative, affirming the IDR and goes at triple B, right? We are now facing one of the lowest ratings that we can get, making it more expensive to borrow money. Factors that can contribute individually or collectively lead to a negative rating action or downgrade. A continued inability to adjust expenditures in line with revenues despite budget stabilization measures, leading to an inability to rebuild unrestricted general fund reserves in compliance with state-mandated minimum of 3%. From my understanding and looking at the numbers, we are not going to meet that this year. We are very, very close to it. And as I said in the last meeting, good job for finding ways to try to achieve that, but we need to do better. We need to get back to the basics. We can't have this type of poor judgment with what affects our future generations. I don't like doing scripted or very politicized speeches or talks. I like speaking from the heart. I like speaking to you guys from the heart because I'm a person. All the people that are here, have families, and they're all affected by the decisions everybody makes here. Tonight, you are going to be asked to increase taxes. You're going to be asked to make tough choices, make the right choices. Because I keep hearing, hey, San Ysidro is very expensive. California's expensive. Families are fleeing. Why are they fleeing? Because we're taxing them. We're costing more and more every year. The question is why? When is it enough? When are we getting back to the basics? Maybe it's a change that we need to get back to the basics, right? And I've said this to the city council. I've said it to multiple layers of government. I decided to stay here. I had an option to move to Texas, have a great career out there, but I decided to stay in California because I'm a California boy. And I don't want to lose my community. I don't want to see my community getting downgraded. I don't want to hear these poor stories on the news cycle. I can agree with Antonio. It's tough, right? We have to control the narrative there. But right now, we keep giving them firepower, so let's do better. All right? Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.